Peace, this is Star with the Star Blooms 122. I have to give this message, okay? Um, yes, I have a face mask on. Don't worry about it. Tap in, okay? Because whoever I'm speaking to, you're up right now. Um, this is not about fear mongering. This is not about satiating, self-deprecating thought processes. This is not about certain layers or contingencies based off of what it is that you haven't healed and addressed. This is for your knowing as you have become aware within yourself as you move towards rates of healing. And Spirit has been heeding you to certain layers and levels of warning. Now, I did not want to give this message. As you could see, I'm hampering in. Give me 1 second. I'm going to turn this around so you can see it. Okay, so there is a set of so-called guardians who have basically been rewarded for their toxic traits with etheric and energetic karmic coding. They have attachments and they played an extremely high rate of creating unspeakable, unexpected falsities, manipulating, trying to confuse and cause conflict and danger, stealing, wanting to try to play setup to a divine who is a leader in the collective. The spell work is basically in part due to connections that this leader is making knowingly. When I asked for confirmations of the energies of the parents, I got Aquarius and I got Pisces. So there's a water sign and an air sign here who are constantly digging dirt in cahoots with each other. However, you do have support of your light team as you are finding that you have allies, confidants, and people who are actually here with you. And I don't know why I'm saying unexpected places, but in places where you may have shown up previously in a derogatory rate because of your connections and your upbringing. You're a sweetheart, whoever you are. However, you're surrounded by disingenuous people who want you to be seen as something that is promiscuous and lustful. And their desire is to impersonate you, to steal your destiny. However, they don't have support of the people that they've been in contract with or the Most High. I literally just said, so let's get to the message. You're ignoring the signs that Spirit is giving you because you do not want to believe that it's your family. It's your family. You have healed certain rates of soul contracts, and it is now time for you to release the energy from what you healed. However, the places that you've been used to gaining your support at will not look the same. And a lot of the things that you aren't willing to fully process are the same exact things that you have previously shown up judging. whoever you are, masculine or female, tarot has no gender. You are in an upright, high vibrational energy. You are an embodiment of mastering your elements. You are aware of how to transmute, and you have a divine connection with source. And you're definitely being given a hand and protection. However, there are certain rates of people and energies who are around you who are unhinged at this time, who are unstable, satiated with very, very, very deceptive, charlatan ass energy. And you could also be dealing with siblings that basically played a part as being your guardians. I'm literally hearing male and female, your sister and your brother, who to a lot of people in the community show up as the cool guy, main character. They're very attractive, even authoritative. However, they're in certain rates of scarcity. The people that you may have remembered the last time you seen them are not the same people, even if they don't look like it. There's something bubbling under the surface that you're not wanting to accept because you might be operating in a certain rate of perceiving things as the illusion instead of what they truly are, right? One of the things that I find to be extremely, because there's certain race of chaos magic that's being sent to you. You need to trust your energy. You need to trust spirit in the messages that you're being given. You need to stop yourself and why you are feeling this way. There's spell work being done on you. Spell work shows up in so many different ways, but you may not have actually been in a situation to where you had this much heat showing up all at once, and it becomes overwhelming because you have to work on being able to perceive your energy versus other people's energy. And I wouldn't call you a divine feminine or a feminine energy operating in an empress energy if you don't know this already at some rate. You just need a nudge to accept that you aren't crazy. One of the things that I want you to focus on and pay attention to in this card, you see how this is the real face and this is the fraud. You see how this is the real face right here, this person right here, and this is the fraud. There are so many people who will sit back and accept fraudulent people taking on and wearing the energy of other people because it allows them to be at a rate of participating in some form of destiny swap in order to mimic something that they couldn't have shown up in themselves, yet they're operating in some level and rate of delusion that it keeps them from being able to accept the truth and the rate of karma that they're in experience of. However, you don't need to continue to hold on to this energy, categorizing yourself as misfit of any rate due to the fact that you're still experiencing remnants of things that you have yet to clear out. Clear your energy, love. Clear your energy. Remove this shit away from you. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 2. Remove this away from you. Do not accept the responsibility of holding on to this as if it's yours. I have 3 messages that Spirit wants me to get out right now. And I don't want to make this message long. For whoever I'm speaking to, you know who you are. You just needed the confirmation. Yes, you're right. Yes, you know what you've been experiencing. You've made some connections, yet your light team has always been with you. 919. You've been protected. You have been receiving things that are making you feel confused. However, you know what to do with this energy. You have friends and allies. Ashe, be in acceptance of this air energy that is operating within you, that gives you the divine thought, and release any and all things that are no longer for you. Stop being analytical in places that are allowing you to sit in rates of isolation and creating blockages for you because you know that it is gossip that is carrying on and it's not meant for you. Be in rates of knowing that you have brighter days ahead. This is just a temporary thing. Peace. I love y'all.